Hey George, you and I are going to do a role play today. And I just asked you what you want to role play, and you said a fizbo.
Exactly. Let's do it.
Okay, why you love fizbos?
Yeah, I love them. They're challenging. It's they put sweat in your armpits.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Literally. Okay, let me look at
Yeah,
that.
literally.
Well, they also put a lot of money in your pocket.
They do. They do. They need help.
Absolutely. And I want to say this before we role play this fizbo, because I know you're calling fizbos every day. In fact, you told me today you scheduled two appointments with for sale by owners,
Yeah,
two in
two
one
for
day.
sale by owners. Yeah, two in one day, back to back almost.
I know. So I know you're calling them. And I guess the single most important thing that real estate agents need to understand is when you as the agent believe in what you do more than they believe in what they're doing, that's when this is going to get easy for you, because
Exactly.
for sale by owners are very confident about what they're doing. They always are. You talk to them, they got it all figured out. And if they're more confident about what they're doing than you are about what you can do for them and how it's going to benefit them, how it's going to make them more money. And this is a huge challenge for a lot of real estate agents. They don't get that. They're like, well, the market is so hot, they could sell it themselves. And, they're asking the right price. Well, you lost this before you even started. If you don't believe that you could actually benefit them financially, I talk about that all the time. Like, what's the point of calling them? Why should they list with you if you cannot do that for them, right, George?
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is a good preface because they're gonna hear how the dialogue goes. So let's go, George. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hello, is this George?
Yeah, this is George.
George, this is Jackie. I'm a local real estate agent. I noticed that you have your house for sale. Looks like you're selling it by owner, right?
Oh my gosh, you're like the 50th person. Can't you
Here.
see? Stop calling me.
Yeah, George, and I did notice on your advertisement that you said no agents, and I just wanted to give you a quick call because I do work with buyers and sellers here in the area, and I just wanted to see how things are working out for you.
We're getting good. We got a lot of activity. If you have a buyer, just bring one, okay?
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely keep your home in mind. So, George, what I hear you saying is you're willing to work with an agent that might have a buyer for your house. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you have one, we'll pay you a 2.5% commission.
Okay. And by the way, very fair offer, George. I appreciate that, and I'll keep your home in mind. I can't say that. Obviously, I do work with buyers all the time because that's my job as a real estate agent. I can't say that I have a buyer right now, right here, ready to buy your home. But if I come across somebody looking for a property like yours, you'll be the first one to know. George, I'm just curious: is saving the real estate commission the main reason why you decided to sell it yourself instead of using an agent?
I mean, of course. I mean, wouldn't you?
I would 100%. As a matter of fact, I did before I got a real estate license, George. Probably not relevant information for you, but I actually personally was a for sale by owner before I got into real estate, and for the same reason that you're saying. It's like, yeah, commission is a lot of money, and you're looking at this thinking, wait a minute, if I can sell it for the same price that an agent can sell it for, I have no reason to pay somebody to do it, right?
Exactly. I mean, I want to save the money. It's commission too expensive.
Yeah, well, and George, here's what I mean. This is what most of the for sale by owners that I have helped, what they're thinking. It's not so much about paying the commission or not paying the commission. I mean, what this is about is you being able to sell this home for the most money possible and walking away from the closing table with the most money possible. That's what it's about, isn't it?
I mean, it is. I need every penny that counts here, and
Yes. Not
can't pay
only,
the commission.
yeah. And I hear you, George. You need every penny out of your house. You're entitled to it. This is your home, it's your equity, it's your money. You don't want to leave any money on the table, right?
No.
Yeah. And so, George, with that in mind, if I can show you a way, George, where working with me would make you money instead of costing you money. And I know that maybe this is not making sense for you right now. And at the same time, if you were convinced, George, that I can sell this home for you, and by having me handle the sale, you would actually net more money even after my commission is paid than if you were to sell it on your own. Is that something that you might consider?
Look, I mean, I respect your time. You sound like you know what you're talking about, but I've been getting calls left and right, and
Yeah.
you're saying the same thing that the last agent said, and I really don't have time to spend another hour with another agent.
Well, and by the way, George, I don't blame you for saying that, and you shouldn't. You obviously there are thousands of agents here in our area. I'm sure you're getting calls from at least a couple of dozen of them. You're not going to just waste your time. And I know that everybody is probably saying the same thing. I don't know what they say. I honestly don't know exactly what they do. And there's a huge difference, George, between saying something and being able to deliver it. I am confident, George, that if you were to consider at least meeting with me, at the end of our meeting, it would be clear to you how I can benefit you financially. And ultimately, if there was a better way for you to get this house sold, wouldn't you at least want to know about it?
And it sounds great. And like I said, all you guys are saying the same thing. I've sold houses before. This is going to be my fifth house. I mean, what are you going to do
Oh
differently?
my gosh, George, are you serious? You've sold 5 houses on your own
Yeah, I could do
before?
it again. It's a crazy market right now. It's selling on
It
its
is.
own.
Oh, and you're absolutely right. And George, by the way, I have no doubt in my mind that you can and will sell this home on your own. The question is, what is the best way for you to do it, especially in a hot market like this? It would only take 20 minutes, George, for me to show you exactly how I can net you more money from the sale of this home than if you were to actually sell it yourself. Would you have 20 minutes around 3 o'clock today, or would four be better?
Look, why don't you just tell me over the phone right now? I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. Just tell me over the phone.
By the way, I have to acknowledge that. Thank you, George. I actually do know what I'm talking about. And I know you're just for the sake of time. You're like, well, can't you tell me over the phone? And here's the challenge with that, George. You want to sell this home for the absolute highest price this market will give you, right?
I do.
Yes. And I wouldn't want it any other way for you. And in order for us to determine what is the absolute highest price, George, I have to do some research because I'm not going to insult your intelligence over the phone and tell you how much we can sell the property for. I haven't done any research. Of course, I know the market. I haven't seen your home. And this is why I'd like to come by for 20 minutes. We'll take a few minutes to determine what is the highest price that we could sell it for. I'll share with you all of the benefits of working with a knowledgeable, professional, experienced agent like myself. And then, hey, you're under no obligation. At the end of our meeting, you decide what's best for yourself. So, would 3 o'clock work for you today? Would four be better?
And I'll listen to what you have to say, but I'm not committing to anything.
George, I so appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come meet with you. It would be unreasonable for me to expect you over the phone to say you're going to commit something. You don't know who I am, what I do. And at the same time, I am confident that at the end of our meeting, you will clearly see why we should be working together. So, what works best for you, 3 or 4 o'clock today?
All right, I guess I can do 3 o'clock.
Okay, great. I'll see you at 3.
All right.
Okay, George, what did you hear? Give the listeners, the viewers some feedback on you do this every day. You're calling Fizbos every day. You and I have role played many times. You're on all the Sales X live calls. What did you hear me do that helps you and would help the viewers set more Fizbo appointments?
Yeah, obviously it's the listening. You're very attentive to what I'm saying and the objections, repeating and approving a lot. Emotional intelligence more than anything else. You know how to push and pull away at the same time. So that puts me at ease. And then at the end of the day, no obligation to meet with me. That puts my guard down. As of you're a salesperson and you're going to close on me, and I don't want that. So.
Yes, they feeling the pressure, right? They always
Mhm.
feel that. hmm Okay, excellent. Um, Thank you, George. It's always fun to role play. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I trust that it helped you and the people watching too. So go set more physical appointments. That's what it's about.
Awesome. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.